Well, I'm at another park today. I think I'm at another park. There's a good chance, in fact, actually, I'm not quite in the right location, because when I looked on the map, it's not straightforward to know where this park is. It's a strange shape, and I suspect that possibly I should be actually over there behind that fence. I don't know. We'll find out one way or the other. I'm actually here. I'm going to meet a friend of mine, Neville, ZL2BNE, which is going to be confusing because I'm ZL2NEB, but we'll sort that out later on. And he's going to do an activation here at the park, or wherever we think the park is, using his T41. But while I'm waiting for him to turn up, I'm going to log on to the Alpine HF Net, which is on today. Today's a Sunday. The HF Net is, or the Alpine Net is a network that people check into once a month on the Sunday, the first Sunday of the month, and it's intended for in the event of a crisis, so that people can actually be prepared for alternative forms of communication. So in our case, we're using HF radio, because you can imagine that in a disaster there is perhaps no cell coverage, or there's no satellite coverage, or satellite has been used by civil defence and a bunch of other people, and so HF is an alternative, and so they run these networks where you check in once a month. On Sunday morning they do it on 40 metres, and in the evening they do it on 80 metres. So it's the morning one is at 9:30, and it's coming up to 9:30 soon. So I'll check in on that, and we can see what's involved with that. I'm using the setup you've seen a lot of already, the G90 and just the random wire, and we'll check into the network. It's there'll be a bunch of people going on. It's a really straightforward network to check into. Ideally, you need to be running portably, or you need to be running certainly on battery is what they prefer, because if you can imagine, in a real disaster, there could be no power at all. So having a form of communication that's battery powered is ideal. So I guess I'm well set up for that. And we'll do that while we wait for Neville to turn up, and then we'll be able to see, hopefully, the T41 in action, which probably a bit of a rare event for anyone who's been following the T41 development. So okay, I'll wait for the network to start, and then we'll come back to you.
CQ Alpine Fault Net. This is Alpine Fault Net control. ZL3 Echo Quebec. Good morning, everybody. My name is Peter, call sign ZL3 Papa Whiskey Mike, and I'll be net control for today's net. Listening now for emergency or high priority traffic. Such traffic only, call ZL3 Echo Quebec, over. No emergency traffic heard. This station is solar powered and located in West Melton, Canterbury. The Alpine Fault Net exercises disaster relief communications and is conducted on the first Sunday of every month. There are two nets, the first in the morning at 9:30 AM on this frequency, 7115 kHz, lower sideband, and the second in the evening at 8:30 PM on 3605 kHz, also lower side. All amateur stations located within New Zealand and operating off-grid time of calling are invited to participate. Portable stations are especially encouraged to join the net. For detailed information on the Alpine Fault Net, please visit our website at hfradio.November Zulu. The net is conducted in two parts. Part one is check-ins, when I ask you to say your call sign only, using the NATO phonetic alphabet. Part two is the roll call, when I will call you back. When called, please reply with your call sign, base, mobile or portable status, your operator's name, the location town, followed by the word over. Please use your primary call sign only. No vanity, club or AREC calls, please. I will then reply with a signal report for your station. Please stand by until all other stations have completed their reports. Okay, Alpine Fault Net, this is ZL3 Echo Quebec. Standing by for check-ins from South Island stations located in the Marlborough Nelson region. Your call sign now, please, over.
01 Golf Alpha.
ZL2 November Echo Bravo.
ZL3 Delta November.
This is ZL3 Echo Quebec. Okay, from Marlborough Nelson I have ZL1 Golf Alpha, ZL2 India Whiskey, ZL3 Delta November. Who was the other ZL2 station, over?
ZL2 November Echo Bravo.
ZL2 November Echo Bravo, very good. Any other stations in Marlborough Nelson, over? Continuing West Coast check-ins. If you're located on the West Coast, your call sign please, over. This is ZL3 Echo Quebec. Okay, continuing with part 2 of the roll call. I'm going to call each station back, and when I do, if you just say your call sign, whether you're base, mobile or portable, your operator's name and your nearest town, and hand it back to me. I'll give you a quick signal report and you can get on your way for today. So going to the top of the list, in Marlborough Nelson, ZL1 Golf Alpha. Go ahead, over.
Zulu Lima 3 Echo Quebec, Zulu Lima 1 Golf Alpha. The name here is Gary, Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee, and we are portable and just 100 watts. It's a small vertical, and we're in Blenheim. Back to you, Zulu Lima 3 Echo Quebec, Zulu Lima 1 Golf Alpha.
ZL1 Golf Alpha. Very good morning, Gary. Portable, 100 watts into a small vertical from Blenheim. You're 5 and 7 in Canterbury. Thanks for joining the Alpine Fault Net. ZL2 India Whiskey. Good morning. Go ahead, over. ZL2 India Whiskey. Very good morning, Rob. 40 watts into a wire. You're 5 and 9. Good signal from Marlborough this morning. Thanks for checking in. ZL2 November Echo Bravo. Good morning.
ZL3 Echo Quebec. My name is Nick. I'm portable, running 20 watts into a random wire, and I'm in Blenheim, over.
ZL2 November Echo Bravo. Good morning, Nick. Portable, 20 watts into a random wire. You're 5 and 8 from Blenheim this morning. Thanks for checking in. ZL3 Delta.
White Tartar Beach, over.
ZL3 Tango Kilo. Very good morning, Stan. 90 watts from Waitara Beach. You're 5 and 9.
While we wait for the net to wrap up, Neville's arrived and he's trying to get good grief. He's trying to get a wire thrown up into the tree. He's already hit his truck, and I'm not sure things are getting any better. Anyway, the net's almost finished, and then we'll swap to this because this could become a whole new series of comedy that I've never quite seen before.
Are there any stations wishing to check in that have not already filed a report? Call me now, over. Okay, all stations, this is Alpine Fault Base, ZL3 Echo Quebec. This net is now concluded. The next net is at 8:30 p.m. tonight on 3605 kilohertz, lower sideband. This frequency is now available for general amateur use. Out.
Right, so that's the Alpine Net for another Sunday morning anyway. You see, it's pretty straightforward. It's really an exercise, I guess, in preparedness. Sounds Sounds like Neville's actually finally got the line into the tree. This is going to be a very interesting morning, I think. It's a lot of learnings, I think, are going to occur today. Anyway, that's Alpine Net wrapped up, and we'll move on now to what will be a comedy exercise in first-time Pota activation. What antenna are you going to use today?
What?
Are you using a dipole?
Orange wire. At the moment it's a beverage.
At the moment it's just aspirational.
Oh God, so close.
Don't bring the branch down after. That wouldn't be a great start. Maybe pull it up a little bit.
I've got another plan. You hold that. You're the safety net.
I'm the safety net.
Here we go.
We might have to come back to this. So you haven't used the T41 like this before though, right?
Only, not in anger. I don't think it's ever been outside. That's a bit frightening, isn't it? This, whatever that band is. Oh, there's noise. What's the 7 what?
7085. Although there could be 7090. There's some Sota guys I think today.
7085. What mode are we on? It sounds like there's an electric fence somewhere, doesn't it?
Yeah, well there's one over here I think.
Sure we come to the country to get away from the noise. And a ZL2BNE, ZL2 Bravo November Echo, CQ Pota listening. Oh shit, you can't do that.
Why not?
Where's the makeup?
Where's the makeup?
Where's the makeup department? I haven't had my powder put on.
We need Weta Workshop here. I don't think we need makeup.
Jesus, I think. You overloaded my front end, old man. Come again.
ZL3QR,
Oh.
ZL3 Quebec, Roger.
Thank you for the call, ZL3QR, ZL2BNE. My very first day out on a Pota adventure, so I'm very green, don't know what I'm doing, but that was a big long. How long does the Pota contact me to go for? 30 seconds.
Oh,
That went for 8
I
minutes.
probably wouldn't even do 30 seconds to be honest.
Here we go. CQ Pota, CQ Pota, CQ Pota, ZL2 Bravo November Echo, CQ Pota. Oh, that's it, we'll go home. Hey, go to T41.
How much power are you putting out on that?
God knows. Actually, I never checked that. Must be full noise. That's an excellent question. Menu. Button there. 670. Oh, it'd be close to 10 watts.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'd say it'd be close to
That's
10
pretty
watts.
good.
Oh, there's a bit of sun on there. Look at that. It's not ideal, is it? A little PLA. Oh, some heat in it too. Black. You might just put that in the motor vehicular. Get the sun off it. Oh, here's my other toy. CQ Pota, CQ Pota, CQ Pota. ZL2BNE. ZL2 Bravo November Echo. CQ Pota and listening.
ZL3GIG.
ZL3 Golf, India Golf, I believe. Thank you so much for the call. Handle here is Neville, or Nev, and operating a park up in Marlborough. MB0221, and you've got a stonking 5.9 here this morning. ZL3GIG, ZL2BNE. Turn the volume down.
Yeah, receiving you probably a 5 and 6 at the minute. I think the name was level. Quite a bit of QSB, so you're phasing in and out a little bit. But you've got these little...
3 will do.
ZL2BNE, ZL2PR.
Whoops. Well, I just got the tail end of that, old man. Try again, please.
ZL2BNE, this is ZL3CR.
Alrighty, eh? ZL3 carriage return, ZL2BNE. Yeah, stonking signal 5.9 up here into Marlborough, over.
Roger that, thank you. And your 5.9 also into Wellington, over.
Oh, that's why you've got such a big signal. The 3 prefix got me, of course. But no, that's wonderful. Yeah, look, glorious day. I hope that... Actually, I'm looking out your way. You've got a whisper of cloud, but looks like a good day on the other side of the water, over.
Yeah, I gave you a wave, but you didn't see me.
No, I waved back. I'm sure I did. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. No, that's all good. Rightio. Thank you very much for that. I'm sort of floundering around here. Now, ZL2BNE, CQ Pota and listening.
Zulu Lima 4, November Golf, ZL4, Norway, Germany.
Oh, rightio. Yeah, lovely signal. I'd be surprised if you're in ZL4 land. You're a lovely 5.9 here into Blenheim, and the handle here is Nev, November Echo Victor, over.
Okay, Nev, very fine. Well, you're 5 and 9, and I'm over here in Nelson, and the name here is Norm, on Norway Oscar Radio Mike, over.
Norman Nelson. I've got Norman Nelson. Your call sign should be November, hi. But I'm sure the G's your surname. Rightio, yeah. Look, thanks for the shout this morning. Very much appreciate it. I'm a novice newbie on this park thing, so I'm making it up as I go along, and I'm sure I'm making more mistakes than I'm getting things right. But there we go. So I hope you got a great cracker day over there. We've got an absolute stonking day here today. Great to be outside, Norm. ZL4NG, ZL2BNE.
ZL2BNE, ZL4NG. Okay, they're very fine. Yeah, no, it's nice and sunny over here today. We've took the dog out for about an hour's walk this morning, and just doing some errands around the house. I thought I would stop and see what was on the radio and check the on-air kind of alert, and there you were. So I thought I'd stop and say good day to you.
And it was originally designed as a experimenter's kit, right?
Is that running now?
Yep.
I've told you before. Where's the makeup department?
and I think you've made a lot of changes to
actually,
it.
Where's your catering? I mean, if you've got if you're
green,
running a film company,
we are in the green room.
Where's the catering? Yes, Nicholas. Nicholas.
We've seen it work, and you got all those contacts.
Hundreds.
And on 10 watts, right?
True.
And is 10 watts the maximum output of this? In theory. As is.
I don't know. I haven't pushed my luck. I have found that when you push your luck with the power, it starts to do weird things in an RF sense, and just toning it down a little bit has made it more reliable. So I have put a self-imposed upper limit of 10 watts, which has certainly helped its performance in terms of reliability. You know, sounding all right, not taking off and doing weird things.
Right. So really, apart from 80 meters, which you were saying the other day is
shite,
suboptimal. Like everything, the other bands are all. You're happy with all the other bands?
They seem to be working good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you heard 40 working. 10 was going brilliant yesterday. Logged a few contacts on 10. I've been on 20 meters in the past on it, and yeah. Well, in fact, I've worked every band on it. I did that last year. Some of them I bodged it so I could do FT8.
Yeah.
So every band on it has yielded QSOs. so you can't knock it.
No.
Well, you can knock it, not too much.
Right. And but it is quite different from the way it originally started, right? Both in terms of hardware and software. It's sort of evolved over time.
Yeah. It's every board in there has been modified. I've chucked one board away completely and added 2 of my own versions. And the final power amplifier is a completely different thing, came from a different kit supplier.
But even if I was to go and try and do this, say next month, even the boards that are now being released for that are different from what you originally started with, right?
Not fundamentally, no. They're only subtly.
Oh, okay, right.
So,
but the software again is certainly different.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
The software's come a long way. It's a huge way.
How long do you reckon it took to actually get it to the state where you're happy with it?
I started this in June 2022.
Yeah.
So we're coming up to 2 years, because I wasn't the first person to start it. That's when I started.
Yeah.
So it's been in the wild for 2 years. It was in development for another 2 years before that, I think.
Right.
So it's a long evolution process in where it's going. There's lots of promises, but it'll go where it goes.
Yeah.
But for me, it's stopping here.
And of course, you're certainly in comparison to me, you're an experienced builder.
I'm outstanding.
As opposed to a crap assembler, which is the category I'm in.
I'm outstanding in the field. Look at it, green grass.
Yeah.
In fact, over there, that's some of your handiwork, isn't it? That incineration.
That's what happens when you don't plug things in correctly. But it's not a beginner's project by any means, right?
Not for the faint.
Yeah. Okay.
You need lots of patience. I don't know how many hours, but I've spent tens and tens of hours, and it's one of those things you can do an hour, then you need to stop.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise you get tired, make mistakes, do silly things.
Yeah.
Because you've got to have your eyes and brain turned on, no question about it. Yeah.
Nice.
But it's all right.
Good.
Yeah, do you want to buy it? Have I got a deal for you?
Well, look, the trouble is that the colours make it a little bit hard to hide at home, right?
Oh, Mother would know you've got a new radio.
Well, I'd have to kind of present it as maybe an art installment or something like that.
Yeah, on the mantelpiece above the fire.
Yeah.
But not too close to the fire. It's plastic. It'll melt.
Oh, that's true. Would you print the case in a different plastic? Like if you
I'd never put it in plastic again.
Right.
I mean,
you do a metal case or something?
Yeah. I think that's fundamentally the root of all evil. The developers developed it and even provided STLs, which I might add didn't work. They built it so that you could build your own case in 3D.
I guess if it was ABS, it would be at least it'd be more.
Yeah, but you need RF shielding.
Yeah, okay.
Everything's floating. That's the bloody problem.
Yeah.
It needs to be in a metal box and all the RF bolted down. But it was a journey. I mean, I'm pleased I built it out of plastic. But at the time, every bone in my body's going, you don't put RF in plastic. But these fellas, they've built it, they've got a prototype, it's all working, it's out there in the wild, it must work.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Well, it's worked today though.
Absolutely.
This one does.
Yeah, but it went real well on 14.
It did, it was brilliant. Congratulations on being a Pota activator. If only you had somebody who knew what they were doing to guide you. Someone who had done maybe an alert or a spot or something like that.
I told you the only spots I'll be getting will be sunspots. Because I haven't got my hat on.
You need to find somebody who can.
You'll need a friend
next time. Okay.
I need a friend. Oh crikey.
Thanks, Nev.
I'm going out to the SPCA to see my friends.
Right.
Off to see zinc. Have you seen a picture of zinc? I got a picture. I showed the wife last night. Just slowly acclimatising into the possibility of meeting zinc.
I'm going to turn this off now. We're way off track now. Well, I realise I never quite wrapped up after Neville got sidetracked with the story about going to the SPCA. Anyway, it was good to see the T41 in action, and it was good to see a new park activated, and also to see what the HF Alpine Net is about. So I hope you found some of that interesting. Thanks for watching, and thanks for staying with me. See you again.